What's up, y'all? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. Some things you just can't make up. Some things you just can't make up. So let's get to this story. It was a dating app kidnapping gone wrong. So a young man was on a dating app. Okay, the name of the dating app is called Mocha Space. I don't know whether that's like the it's like the black person's MySpace. I don't know. Mocha Space. He was on a dating app called Mocha Space, and he agreed to meet up with a woman by the screen name of Sonia at the Cordova apartment complex, and that's on Germantown Parkway. This was in Memphis. I know when people heard the story, they probably said, Florida. If I said, guess what state this is, everybody probably said Florida. But that's what took place in Memphis, Tennessee. The woman later identified as Jasmine S. Williams, so maybe her middle name is Sonia. Jasmine S. Williams. According to police, the man had been communicating online with Williams for about 5 days. So police said Williams opened the door for the man when he arrived. But once he stepped inside, he was confronted by another man and two other women. So he was talking to this Sonia online for about 5 days. He admitted they not admitted, what's the word I'm looking for? They agreed for him to show up, and he was showing up to clap them cheeks. But when he got there, he found there were three other people there, it looks as though, and they were trying to set him up. Now, the victim told police that the two demanded his cell phone, car keys, and wallet. When he refused to hand over his belongings, police said all four suspects began assaulting him. Now, according to the crime report, the suspects, all armed with handguns, took his belongings and held him hostage while threatening to kill him. Police said the suspects then began arguing amongst each other about what to do with him. So the male suspect, Trevor Keys, then decided to put him in the trunk of a Honda Accord parked outside of the apartments. Wow. Police said the suspects came back and took him out of the truck, placed him in the back seat, while Keys held him at gunpoint. Keys also told the victim that they were about to torture and kill him, according to the affidavit. Now, for them to, get this man to come and want to torture and kill him, this had to be something more than her just randomly meeting him. Because it's just somebody who's randomly meets someone for 5 days. You're talking to him on 5 days, and then he shows up to clap them cheeks. And then you want to rob. I can see if you want to just set him up. I can see if people are trying to set people up. People do that. But then they want to torture him and kill him. Why? Because he refused to give up his stuff. I mean, that sounds way more personal. So let me just continue. Police said suspects drove the man north on Singleton Parkway near Millington and stopped near a field. As they exited the vehicle, the victim managed to escape and run into the wooded area. Multiple shots were fired, so they were shooting at him. Multiple shots were fired towards him as he went to hide, police said. Police said the suspects left the area after they couldn't find the victim. The man then walked to the hospital where he met with police. Officers later located all four suspects inside the Cordova apartment. The other two female suspects were later identified as Nadia Townsend and Jasmine A. Williams. So her name is the same name. So there were two people with the name Jasmine Williams. Jasmine S. Williams and Jasmine A. Williams. All four suspects were charged with attempted first-degree murder especially aggravated kidnapping, acting in concert, aggravated robbery, and employment of a firearm during dangerous felony. Look, man, y'all dudes got to be careful, man. Y'all out here meeting these chicks on the internet. It is no longer the late 90s, the early 2000s. People are crazy now. Back then, you meet a female. I met in my internet days. I met plenty of females online from online. And if you've been in my live, you've heard about some of the stories of some of the females I met online. But nowadays, online, especially with the way people are, online is not the way to hook up with someone, because most of the time, especially if it's somebody in your area, what a coincidence. It's somebody in your area and somebody who is single, and I will guarantee you, once they look into this more, they're going to find out that this man knew who these people were. He's going to know who these people were. And it's something personal to do with, who knows, maybe he, maybe the dude who was involved, girlfriend or wife, slept with this dude or something or another. Something along those lines. Because it just sounds a little too personal with them going to threaten to torture and kill him. Somebody they just set up to rob, and he said no, and they're going to torture and kill him. It sounds too personal. Y'all have to watch out. Females, be careful. Out here meeting these dudes online. Brothers, y'all have to be careful too, man. Because these females, more times than none, if they're going to set you up, they're going to have other dudes with them. Dudes be using their girlfriends and stuff to set other men up to come there to get robbed, and sometimes worse. So I would not suggest, Tinder or none of these other dating apps. They're not safe. They're not safe. I'm telling you. You safer going to find a high-end escort to clap at her cheeks. Because most of the time, these girls on these apps, y'all only looking to clap them cheeks anyway. You're not really looking to start a relationship. But let me know, man, down in the comments. Have you ever met anyone online? Like I said, I met several women from back when I used to chat on Yahoo Chat. I met a whole lot of, and most of them were good people too. But it's not like how it is now. How it is now, you got to be careful, man. That dude, thank God he got away. God wasn't ready, for him yet. So he should thank God and get his butt off the internet.